So today I'm going to share a few of my therapies for special needs stuff, which is actually amazing for everybody, and everybody who I work with always gets this special treatment. I refined it because the Western way was a bit too invasive for me. But what we need to concentrate on in this time of COVID and isolation is within your families, obviously, touch will boost immunity. So between you all, you can do this for each other. It also boosts trust and bonding, but massively importantly, it gets the four main happy hormones jigging about and surging through your body and filling you with all these coping chemicals and happy hormones. I'll tell you what they are. I'm not showing off, it's just so you know what I'm doing. So oxytocin, love and nurture. Serotonin, happiness and confidence. Dopamine, productivity, motivation. It's linked with the higher brain functions. And then you've got endorphins, which helps with pain relief. Because a lot of people, you know, you're feeling a bit poorly at home. This is all, it's like eating. If you imagine what I'm going to show you now, it's like eating 100 bars of chocolate and you won't get one dimple on your thigh. Right, so first of all, I'm going to remove my jewellery. I don't use oil always because people feel like basted chickens and as if you're going to barbecue them. We don't want that. So I'm using some very simple cream, plain cream. You can do a dry massage where you don't use any cream at all. So don't worry if you don't have cream or oils. Now my favourite one is lavender high altitude, because it was grown on the Swiss mountains. And don't worry, nobody's going to yodel afterwards. This lavender helps you relax, but it gives you clear thinking. So it relaxes you, but it stimulates you. So your focus while you're doing your homeschooling will be fabulous. Then I'm using a little bit of chamomile because it's lovely and calming. Also good for eczema. Oh, with lavender, if anybody's got epilepsy, don't use it, because for some reason it can trigger fits. I didn't learn that in my training. I've learned that since. Not because I gave anyone a fit, but because I just learnt it. Rosewood. This one is a cuddle in a bottle. So if you've got anybody in your family who's really struggling with anxiety, isolation at this time, rosewood is the big cuddle you need to give them. So I've added that to cream, and then I rub it all in. So they're going to, my oldest son James here is going to get all the benefits of the smells of the oils, but he's not going to have his hair sticking up with oil and all of that. So let's get started. So, capital city of the four main happy hormones are the temples. Serotonin, happiness and confidence, oxytocin, love and nurture, and endorphins are all produced and stored in the temples. Dopamine, which is made deep in the hypothalamus, don't worry about all these massive names, it travels up the sides of the head, and guess what? It's stored in the temples. So when you massage the temples, all the cells of the body are going, yay, we're full of happy hormones and coping chemicals, and they're dancing around your body and having a lovely time and making you feel good. And after 4 to 6 times of doing this, you are actually programming the cells to feel all of this productivity, focus, anti-anxiety, anti-stress, relaxation. I could talk forever, but I don't want to use all your video space. So here we go. There's 2 different ways you can do it. Some people are very sensitive and it can feel invasive if you put your fingers on their temples. So you can use your palms. So you just put the soft bit of your palms there on the temples, and but you keep your fingers really, really straight, because not everybody shuts their eyes. And if your fingers are all floppy, they'll feel like there's a giant spider flopping in their eyes, which won't be very pleasant. So you keep your fingers nice and straight, and you're going backwards and forwards. If you've got a little toddler, you could pretend you're doing a choo-choo train or something like that. You could make it into a story. So this is actually stimulating the 4 main happy hormones that we need. And during these times of isolation, where anxiety is peaking, there isn't the touch, there isn't the bonding, this is so important because people are using all their serotonin up, the happiness hormone, before they've even got up in the morning, because they're not sleeping, because if you have anxiety, you don't sleep. So this is a nice natural way to get it all up and running and boogieing about. If somebody wants it a little bit deeper than that, you can use your fingers. And it's exactly the same thing, backwards and forwards, and you're using the pads of your fingers. You never, never, never jab your fingernails into somebody's temples, because they're meant to be relaxing. So you just and you feel the skin move. It's gentle but firm. And this is absolutely flooding my oldest son with so much joy, productivity, focus, and he's not in the slightest bit anxious. Everybody loves a bit of massage to the happy hormones and the coping chemicals. And that's it. It's as simple as that.